Can one by one you all can just give me a brief about why you all need Excel? Or what is your lookout on Excel? Pooja, you may start.
Yes, sir. So, in like today's world, there is a huge collection of data, and it
I guess.
forms the main, the oil for a company to run. So,
Mhm.
just like how there's a quote goes on by saying that data is the new oil. So for managing these data, especially the messy data, it becomes quite hectic. And
Okay.
Excel is one of the, I can say it's highly used tool in the current industry where it helps not only in like for example, it is used for analyzing the HR data, for sales records, and for financial transactions also. So it helps these kind of data to manage it, organize it, and then one can take out insights from it and can use it for some business purpose.
Okay. Tanu.
Uh, in this Excel, we like I'm working in a BPO call center,
Yeah.
so AWNS. So here I am seeing that for a upper position or for a supervisor or team leader position, we have to make multiple of reports regarding our employees, whatever work they are doing, whatever targets they are fulfilling, all are
Mhm.
registered in the Excel, and all
Okay.
are Excel based, graphic based, everything is there. So for that reason, I am feeling the need to know about Excel, not only advanced Excel, basic Excel, everything about Excel, so that I can go for a supervisor post or a manager post
Okay.
in future.
Okay. Okay. Take it. Abhijit. Abhijit, you there? Okay. Kriti, what is your take? Why you want to learn Excel?
So since I'm working and I'm not able to attend the classes,
Okay. Okay. Tanu Singh, you there?
Yes, sir.
Why you want to learn Excel?
Basically, sir, I learned Excel because it is essential for financial analyzing, forecasting, and investment collection calculation like
Mhm.
IR and NVP, and it helps me to analyze larger financial data to create clear reports.
You are working, sorry to interrupt, you are working as a financial analyst or as a finance person in the
No, no, actually, I'm pursuing MBA in finance. So,
Okay. 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 Go on. IRR, XIRR, other things. Go on.
that's it, sir.
Okay. Okay. Um, if I just, I will be just showing you some questions. Just, I will be giving you brief about what is Excel now. To do that, I'm just giving you some questions. People think that knowing Excel is like understanding the formulas equals to sum if, equals to sum ifs, VLOOKUPs, XLOOKUPs, HLOOKUPs. Questions comes like this in the industry. Like level one, just to warm up, what is the total revenue? You can get it, right? This is the thing which you will be getting in your Excel classes. And this is the thing which you will be getting in your industry. Overall, are we going, growing or just shifting? What is the answer for this? No questions, no formulas, nothing. Just one statement. Next, which brands are actually driving profits, not just volume? This is a question. The Excel is not a tool or a calculator to calculate whatever we want to know, but it's like a mirror. If we have some problems, we are seeing that problems in front of the mirror means it is our work, what we have done. where we have done wrong, where we have gone wrong, and it will create a standard deviation between what we haven't achieved, what we could have done, and what is still there where I can make up something to achieve that. So this is, if I just show, this is your statements which every person normally does in their Excel class. And this is the statement which you actually get in the industry. The first problem of any Excel session. Problem statement is clear. The problem statement is to not know what you have to do or what are the different functions you have to use, but it's all about how your mindset is getting aligned with the industry threshold numbers. Like Tanushree was saying, that she wants to pursue her future goals and wants to become a supervisor. Being a supervisor is just a mentality. It's not about working with numbers. It's about giving solutions to the problems the team is having. So again, problem solving. So each and every time what happens with the students is very simple. They tend to understand formulas without even understanding that formulas will not fetch money to them. The thing which fetches money to a person is he or himself and his or her mentality. Over at Gyan Hub, what we do, we try to create that balance between the knowledge and mentality. That is the first goal. Clear till now? Or
Yes,
any
sir.
questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So once you are set with the mentality, then we will be coming into the course of action, how we will be achieving this mentality from this type of questions and solving this level of questions. This is the only thing we are doing. Nothing more or nothing less. Now coming to why you have to learn Excel. There are some three different parts I have in to discuss about the three different parts. I have
Excuse
made a
me.
simple mind tree. Simple, very simple.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Actually, I am seeing the means all the letters very small. How to zoom it?
Ma'am, you can just, give a, pinch in your screen so it will get zoomed. Just a pinch. I can
Pinch
zoom
where
out
the pinches?
in the
Uh,
screen. Now
Tanushree,
this is
if you're using your mobile phone for attending the session, you can just like take two fingers of yours and just increase the size of the screen. You will be able to see it.
No, I'm seeing it on laptop.
Okay, okay. Shupri, is it possible to just increase the size of the font if possible?
in laptop. What she can do, she can actually go and see the screen over here. Normally, it is control and the scroll button of the mouse, or you have to give the same way pinch in your screen to increase the size like that.
Yes, I did it.
Now it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay. Thank you, Kalyani. So now coming to the core technical components. What are the technical components we will be completing over here? The first component is data engineering. So many person doesn't knows what is data engineering in Excel. It's about handling the Power Query. Data engineering means whenever you are using Power Query of Excel, it comes into the data engineering part. Why? As Pooja was saying, she wants to work with the messy data. Whenever we are working with messy data, we have to create one model. Now again coming, why we have to create the model? The reason is that each and every time, if I have to fetch the data, that becomes hectic for us. So we will be providing a temporary array to the Excel saying that this is my data and when whatever I am working, it will be on data only. So the first point for data engineering, see Power Query, structured tables, data modeling, and external connections. All the four parts are being taken care of by Power Query. Done. So we are handling the messy data in Excel. We are creating, we are adjusting the missing values, the duplicates, the outliers, everything in this. Now coming to the advanced logic part. What advanced logic is doing is basically clearing your mindset. Whenever we are talking about logic, logic means whether I will be doing it or I won't be doing it. So all your dynamic array formulas, rather 28 set of formulas, there are in total 28 formulas, introduced by Excel from 2024 version, and it is extending to 365 version of Excel. So in Gyan Hub, we will be working with 365 and 2024 only, because before that there were many functions which is not available, like the dynamic array, which is changing the world concept of every formulas now. Means you can now look up multiple times and by using one single formula. It can actually fetch a whole table by using your query. For example, if I want to take out some values from my table and which is having multiple sheets, I can collect small values by giving logical statements, means reasons, or by giving some filtration. We can use that, and we will be going deep just to pull those particular set of data. For that, we need dynamic array function, and dynamic array, real guys, money is flowing in this particular function set. If a person knows dynamic arrays and all 28 functions, trust me, within an 1 year of experience, just simple 1 year, I am talking just to the freshers, just one simple 1 year experience just to remove the fresher track from you. After that, money will be flowing to you, because endless methods can be used by dynamic array formulas. If I just open the things, see, the first thing is dynamic array. Second is XLOOKUP and index match. Normally, we talk about all the legacy functions. In many of the places, you won't be even listening what are the legacy functions. Legacy functions are those functions which has been staying in Excel. Rather, I will adjust my words, not in Excel, from Lotus. Excel came from a software named Lotus. So in Lotus, there were some functions. For example, if I take the example of lookup only, there was lookup, HLOOKUP, and VLOOKUP. Only these three functions were available with the persons, or with the persons of 1980s and 1985s, late 80s. They were using VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and only lookup. So these are known as legacy formulas. The formulas which used to work in Lotus only. So from Lotus, Microsoft bought Lotus and Microsoft made themselves Excel. That Lotus has been converted into Excel. Word, previously it was not Word, it was Notify. So Notify was a particular tool which was there present. From Notify, Word came. So there were tools which was previously owned by some different companies. Microsoft came and bought all the companies and made a single package known as Microsoft Office. So the functions which were present in those type of tools and those type of softwares, those are known as legacy functions. So dynamic array is gone, 28 new formulas, XLOOKUP, index match. Now, whenever we are talking about index match, there comes again one-way logic, two-way lookup, 3D lookup, multiple lookups, all different sets will be coming, and all different sets has different mentality to work with. Next, coming to the conditional logic. What is conditional logic? Conditional logic is nothing but whatever we feel for something. If a person is working in the finance industry, whether that person will find CAGR or whether that person will be finding XIRR, that decision will be taken by your conditional logic function. So conditional logic is not only your normal IFS function or nested IF function or normal IF function. It's all about understanding the correct timings at when, what different mentality you have to put on. There is a operator known as comparative operators. your less than, greater than sign. So those operators has six signs only, and those six signs is coming from our six mentalities, means six knowledge side. In during our class, actually I will be saying you how these six signs are directly related with our daily life. So all the brand ambassadors and the rather I will be saying all the brand managers, they use this conditional logic wala part in their lives to actually find different ways to cut the pockets of a person. That is their mentality, because they have to bring the revenue from the market by selling the goods. So they will be finding the gap analysis. So all the gap analysis is normally done by your conditional logic. The famous company which uses this particular part a lot, that is known as Gartner. So if you go by Gartner index, so you will be finding the gap analysis part over there. Now coming to the data intelligence part. So what data intelligence is doing? It is known as pivot thinking. Why told pivot thinking, not pivot table? Both starts with T. Tables will give you a structured value or a structured idea about how to look different things differently. And thinking will provide you the exposure to understand the exact actionable insight. Again, coming to two different words. One is your insight and the other one is actionable insight. Whatever you see the data, whenever you are seeing a data and you are saying something, that is insight. You are interpreting a data. But sometimes you see the data set and say, sir, this type of data sets are having this type of problems. And to understand this type of problems, we need this set of data documentation. That is where your different pivot thinking is arising. So pivot table is not just only your way of looking to the data, but it's more about how you will be, exploiting those data to actually find the different issues. For example, this is my data set. Just a simple example I will be taking. Alt NVD is the shortcut for your pivot table. Now this is my pivot table, right? I just keep this inside. If I take product category, acha, now semi in filters, columns, rows, and values, there are four different places where you can keep your data. What is the concept? Where to put what? Can anyone say me that now? What is the exact work of filters? What is the exact work for columns? What is the exact work for rows? And what is the work of values? How we will be interpreting what will be going where? I work with people who has like 10, 20 years of experience, and I ask these simple questions to them also just to understand how actually the industry is working, why there are so much of layoffs in the industry. It's not about whether they know a tool or not. It's about the mentality, how much they know the tool and how they are exploiting the tool. So if I have to ask this question again, I'm repeating myself. Anyone can answer. There are four different tangents where I can put data. What are the exact tangents, why we will be putting data over there, and what are the different reasons for that? Just one reason each I will be taking. Anyone wants to answer? Anyone? Yes, Pooja, go
So
ahead.
for filters, it is mainly used for filtering.
What is
For
filtering?
example,
If I am saying
the,
about mainly used for filtering, Pooja, understand the first answer what I am keeping is wrong. Each and every person knows filter works as filtering, but what is filtering? Say what is filtering. That will be
so
the best
it's
answer.
Mm, it's like, for example, there are region, or for
Okay.
example, here is there is state is there. I can
Okay.
put that option in the filter section. So
Why I
different
will be
states.
putting state? All of a sudden, I cannot put a column into a filter. So what exact thing will push me to put the field in filter? That I want to know. That is my question only. What will be the exact driving element so that I will be bringing one header to a filter?
Like grouping something, for example, region wise,
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting
Mm-hmm.
product region wise. So
Okay.
for that case, north, south, east, west, so these things it can be segregated to, or we can pull
You
down data.
use two contradictory words, Pooja. Segregation and grouping.
Hmm.
Both are contradictory.
Uh, acha, sorry, that's for the row area, the grouping we do.
Okay.
And so filter area, so we do the filtering, sir, the pivot table.
Water filtering. Again, coming to the same question. Tanu Singh, will you try it?
Um, so in
Okay.
column, we used to compare the data horizontally, like months,
Okay. So column is
and
used for comparison.
uh,
Rows.
the row used to many display items in the list,
Okay. List display values.
and values used for calculations like sum, count, sum and average.
Okay.
And I
Uh,
don't know about the
filters.
filter.
Filters. Okay, you don't know about the filters. Tanushree ji.
We use filters for specific make the means the data more specific
Okay.
to the point. So for that reason, we use filters
Okay.
to
Columns.
highlight it.
Columns.
Um, that only I know about it. I don't know much.
Good. Okay. 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 Uh, Abhijit, you wanna try something? Say something new.
I'm on the road.
Abhijit, your voice is not audible. Okay. Kriti.
No, sir.
Okay. Lava. Okay. I guess lava is not available. Okay. So I will just give a brief. The reasons I will be saying into the class time. Filters, we take demographic data. What is demographic data? The data by which I can actually cut down my data. I have a whole data set, bigger data set. I want to cut it, slice it, rather slice it like a sword. Filter is working as a sword. I will slice the data into half so that less amount of data will be coming into my eyes and less numbers I will be seeing. So my focus area will be more for filters. So filters gives us the focus area. Now coming to the columns, Tanu was right. Columns gives us a versus, means comparison state between the different materials or different objects of that particular header. So if a header is having region, if I put into columns, this is giving me a comparative view. See, all the comparisons will be coming. So normally, whenever you are taking employee as an HR, employee as an HR, it will be going into columns. Clear? Employee as a finance department, it will be going into rows. Because for finance, employees are segmented with data. For HR, all the finance, all the employees are individual data. This is the mentality. So if a person is working in a finance department, all the customers, that person will be taking over here because they need a segmentation. So this is rows are creating a segmentation, means each this type of feeling they are giving. So every customers, every clients, every employees will be going over there. Again, that same employees, same clients, when we are taking individualistic KPIs and KRAs to understand his performance or her performance, the same thing going into a comparative statement. So this is the difference. Now, how I can just teach a person just by showing that columns comparative view देता है, rows segmented view देता है. हर एक डिपार्टमेंट के लिए whenever we are talking about different departments, all the threshold levels are different because the mentality are different. If the mentalities are different, the way we will be looking at the data will be different. That's why at Gyan Hub, we work with 7 different sectors. We will be working with logistics, we will be working with transportation, we will be working with finance, we will be working with hospitality management, we will be working with marketing, we will be working with analytics, and we will be working with operations data also separately, all different 7 sectors. Because you all can work in any sector. Who knows? Maybe Tanushree ji will be working, now she is working as a finance person or, in a, call center type of job. After that, whenever she is moving to, maybe she will be working for BFSI. No one knows where you will be going after the next 10 years. So if I just teach the formulas, that will be obsolete. Understanding the formulas with the mentality will make you Excel ready. So if you want to really excel in Excel, you have to be excellent with numbers, with having the threshold mentality. That's the thing. So this is the difference. What will you will be creating, how you will be understanding what to put where. Now coming to the values. This is the most tricky section of the pivot table. Sometimes you will be seeing that normally we say that all the numeric columns are taken into values. That is a wrong statement, which I also normally put whenever I'm teaching the students of class 12, class 10. Yeah, I said, straightforwardly saying that I say them when they are in class 12 and class 10, I simply say them that you will be taking all the numerical values in the value field. But that's not the right answer. Whenever we are coming to a graduate level, the only differentiating factor becomes is your mentality again. How much you know, what is the knowledge, and with knowledge, you will be more responsible. So your thinking becomes cognitive. So with all the cognitive thinkings, the main difference you will be creating is how to represent those numbers. Your representation of numbers will be different, and a person who is learning at school level will be having a different, mentality, and their explanation for the numbers will be different. So they only have numericals, but for you all, numerical also is there. Qualitative data is also there. Means all your categorical data is where you will be having your number of male and female. Means so over here comes the two different segments. One is your all the numericals will be coming in values, and also the text where we need the count of the text. Means count of numbers of male, count of numbers of female. One column, that is a textual column, male and female. But I need the counts of that. So those type of columns will also come into your values. This is a simple thing, a simple level thing. This we will be doing with each and every function. These are the differences which you will be finding at Gyan Hub and of different places. Because I personally have done like thousand and thousand of courses on Excel and Power BI, SQL. Thousand. I was never satisfied with the amount of course content I was getting over the net. That's the thing where things came into my mind. If ever I have to give a basic idea, I will always say my students that Excel is not only a tool, it's a mentality. It's a mirror which shows you what you want to see. Now coming to the other parts, your analytical support. How Excel is giving analytical support to the industry. So number one, again, your pivot thinking will be coming, because pivoting and unpivoting, until and unless a person is working with the BI tool, I won't be able to explain what is pivoting and unpivoting, why we do it unpivoting. So one is your standardization, and the other parts will be your different aspects of normalization. So two different aspects are coming. One is your standardization and the other one is your normalization. So these two things will be also taken care of during the classes. What is standardization, how to standardize the data, and how to normalize the data, and when to do the normalization and standardization. Your KPI frameworks. See, I have given you 7 sectors, 7 different sectors. So each and every sectors has hundreds and thousands of KPIs, hundreds and thousands of KPIs. If I just show some of the KPIs, like I was working with finance department only, I'm showing. Just give me 1 second. Okay, see this. So I was working with these finance KPIs. See how many KPIs are there. This is not even the whole list. See, these are the broad headings, and under that, all the different KPIs are there. So understanding these KPIs first, why to use, when to use, what will be the mentality for using these things, what are the pros and cons. Each and everything will be taught in the class during the classes. Whenever we will be talking about the data set, if I each and every day we will be taking a new data set from different sectors. First, we will be covering up all the necessary KPIs and the KRS, because each and every question, whatever you will be facing or you will be solving at Gyan Hub, will be a conversational question. So it will be conversation between the CEOs and the CXOs, the persons whom you will be directly reporting after being a Excel analyst. So you will be getting from day one that particular feeling, that how to work with them and what are the different type of answers they want. Because a CEO will never want an answer like the mid-level managers. Their level of answers will be different. So if you are a supervisor also and your CEO is calling you, the answer what they will be demanding is totally different than the answers which are mid-level managers will be demanding from you. So these KPIs, the quick commerce, so all there are 20 different projects which we will be doing during the class session. So among these 20, I won't be able to complete all the 20, because if I just have to complete these 20 functions, then I have to take Excel just for finance for 3 months. It's so huge. Because for Excel finance, there is 53 extra functions which they have to know. Each and every person will be knowing like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 functions, which is at most the highest level. But for the financial manager, they have to know these 70 functions with there are other 50 functions also waiting for them. So they have to know more. Actually, they have to know more. So over here, we will be cutting down each and every points where what we have to do, how we have to do, and we will be doing moving towards the course module accordingly. After that, that's scenario analysis. See, scenario analysis and sensitivity analysis both are mentality based. Both are mentality based, and for this reason, all the layoffs are happening in the industry, because they know how to work. That's why if you go in the industry currently, if you see a trend that whenever a layoff is happening, they are coming downgrade and they are working for the industry. This is the only reason. If the seniors are getting themselves downgrade in the salary, how the juniors or the freshers will be getting salary in the market? That problem is having. But yes, the freshers do get salary, huge amounts of salary, if they can prove that their mentality is different from the others who has left the company in vain. So there will be money. Money comes second. First your knowledge and your mentality comes. Then comes the money. So these two type of analysis we will be doing in the classes. Then automation, your power pivot, your DAX, VBA. I won't be going into the VBA full-fledgedly because VBA itself is a 6-7 months course. I will be showing you how to use your AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and different types of AI modules, how you will be using that and you will be solving those using these AI modules. Because just to write VBA, trust me, a person has to have a bit of Python and JavaScript knowledge, which is not possible for a person to go and just learn. Because there are like engineers waiting for 20 years, 30 years, they are wasting their time and they are learning JavaScripting. So they will be knowing better always. But how to understand what are the different lines and how to create a minimum universal code, that I can teach, and that I will be teaching also during the classes. Then auto refresh dashboard. This is a dynamic dashboard part. So this comes directly into the dynamic array formulas. Lastly, the visualization for what people are getting huge amount of craze in the market. That is story-driven charts, means storytelling. You are giving a problem statement, and on the problem statement, you are creating a whole movie which you will be showing to the different stakeholders of your company. Interactive dashboards and the slices and timelines. So these slices are same as your filters, and timelines are nothing but your different time frame charts. Your month can be a time frame, year can be a time frame. So all your time series analysis will be coming into your timelines. So these are the basic core technical components which you will be working upon at Gyan Hub. Now coming to what are the different personal impact which you may have or you will be having after knowing Excel. First, your efficiency will be increasing. Second, your career will be increasing. Why? From data entry, we start that data wala mindset. And once a person has cleared that data entry part, they are moving to the data analyst. Simple as it is. From data entry to data analyst. This thing we will be catering over here. So if I just open the thread, see your efficiency. So normally it is said that there is a reduction of like 70 to 80% of time, but whatever analysis I personally have done, it's more of a like 67, 70%, not moving out of the zone. So 80% is more of an outlier, means that person was totally doing everything manually. Nowadays, we cannot expect that manual work, but yeah, you can expect a 65 to 67%. That is the median number which you will be getting. So whatever you used to do, you will be getting a 60% better time management after knowing Excel from here, from Gyan Hub. After that, your career growth. So the data entry part, which I was saying, that analyst mindset, get away, and your managerial visibility. So you will be more visible as a manager and a decision taker once you have completed the course. Then there are roles are there. See, marketing ROI, finance, budgeting, operations, supply chain, HR, workflow management. Each and everything can be taken by care of by Excel. Now coming to our methodology. Problem, first learning. I have said from first word which I uttered, it was problem. Problem, practical experience. Then we will be going for workplace readiness. I will just opening these threads for you all so that you all can get a basic idea. I guess I have already covered all these things. See, business questions, case-based structure, decision orientation, real world data sets. Yes, I will be working with real world demo data sets. All will be real world because I have fed my AIs with huge amount of data, huge, huge, huge. Each and every day I put come se come like 30 to 40 data sets of different companies. I just feed it to my AI so that my model is getting trained each and every day, and he learns some new things every day. It's like same, he is also learning and I am also learning. So that thing gives you a bit upper hand. So if you do something in your chat GPT or your Gemini or your Perplexity, the same thing, like prompt, what you are giving, I will give. I will be getting a different answer from GPT and you will be getting a different answer just because of the model training. I train my model very hard. Then your interview practice, we will be giving you a set of questions actually to understand how you will be preparing for different interviews. You will be getting those type of questions only. And even if you have some interviews, if you say me in the class also, I will be guiding you accordingly. Lastly, again, what I started with, the thinking parameter, that will I started, and again I am ending with the thinking parameter, that is your mentality. Until and unless you are mentally fully aligned with the industry, you won't be able to learn Excel or actually utilizing Excel. Now, how you will be getting the different classes? I will be just showing you one example. Let's take one example. I'm just opening a folder of one of my class. So this is the dataset module of just class batch 2. See, total 40 items. Module, assignments, solutions. For every class, you will be having a classwork. You will having a homework assignment and your notes. Everything will be doing. In class 1, what we will be starting, I'm just giving a brief idea about that. We will be starting with the mentality of Excel first. The first things, your different structures of data set, how they are working. Because I'm just showing a difference, how Excel thinks. This is array, I will be saying, because I have my headers over here. If I just go in any of the column, this is an amount column, I guess. Yes, it's a revenue column. So if I just press left alt and equal to, it will be giving me a sum function, right? It is giving me a sum function. This is a shortcut for auto sum. And if I do the same thing, this is an array. If I do the same thing in a table, Control T, enter. Alt equal to, same thing. I'm not doing anything. Over there, I pressed Alt equal to, then enter. Over here, and the function was sum. Just see the difference over here. Alt, left Alt equal to. I didn't also press enter. It directly came. The function is subtotal. No more a function. So understanding Excel needs understanding of your three different elements. That is your the mindset, range mindset, the array mindset, and your table mindset. So these three mindset we will be starting with. We will be getting all the different behaviors, reference model, all your rule of thumb, worksheet versus everything we will be completing in the first orientation class. So I have completed from my side. If there is any question, how you will, if you want to know anything about the course, you can ask me, and Kalyani is also present over here, I guess. So we will be addressing the questions. Anything you want to know. First, I will just taking one feedback. How was the session? What new things you have learned? Can anyone say that?
So here, like how like often it happens that we directly jump into like formulas and all. But here there is a proper structurization is made, like how the like flow, like how we should like make a proper approach to learn the Excel. So here that analysis is done quite well. So like if I am, even if I'm starting it from the basic initial steps also, uh, like I'm having a proper workflow, like from array, range, tables, like how different things change, and then moving up to like advanced Excel. So that workflow is being explained in the entire session. So I think that is quite good.
Okay. Anyone else wants to add? Tanushriji? Tanushriji, you there?
Yes, I am there.
Okay.
Yes,
Anything you want to ask, or anything you want to give a feedback?
yes, I learned that in this advanced Excel, there is much more means we can make the utilize the data in a very good form, and
Yeah.
in a very means quick. It is a very quick means in which we can do the Excel and everything.
Okay.
It's related to data and the pivot table and all.
Okay. 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 One more thing, not just
Mm.
not to motivate you, but the reality is that there is nothing called advanced Excel.
Yeah.
Trust me, there is
Okay.
nothing called advanced Excel. It's a simple word which has been kept by the industry just to give you a fear.
Okay.
What is advanced Excel? You know, the Excel
No.
which you don't know.
Okay.
Anything which you don't know, that is advanced for us. So that is only
Okay.
advanced Excel. Each and every person should clear this thing in mind, that there is nothing called just a small part in advanced Excel. Anything can come up in advanced Excel, and trust me, advanced Excel is known as advanced just because of the problem statement which is that is addressing. You will never understand even what is the question is meant over there, and what type of functions you will be using. That's why it is known as advanced Excel.
Okay. Yes, yes, thank you, sir.
That okay. Kriti, anything you want to add on?
No, sir.
Okay. Avijit?
Sir, I have a question,
No.
sir.
Go on.
Sir, when we going for an interview, we
Yes.
write our resume that Excel skill as a skill.
Ah,
So, sir, how can we मतलब project that these things we are know means like project type of work. So shall we do that in this course?
Yes, we will be doing that. It's about banging the company and shaking them up that, brother, you have this type of problems in your company. Before even addressing my work, first address this type of problems. That's the way to handle this type of questions. So it's not like you will be going blind in a interview. You will be understanding. I will be showing you how to read all the different, financial aspects of a company. You will be creating one Excel simple dashboard or a report, simple report. Just throw them that. Sir, before you decide that whether I will be working for the company or not, see these, sir, these are the problems. You should address these first. Then you will be doing the recruitment. इतना बोल के आ जाना, नौकरी का लेटर घर में भेज देगा वो लोग. The problem is that the guts to say this and the guts to defend this. To defend and say this much, you have to be very much smooth with the Excel part. That's the thing which you have to learn first. And that's why, Gyan Hub is here to make you learn this simple part. How to give this answer to your company. Yes, sir, you are having the problem first. First, solve your major problem from where you will be earning the revenue. उसके बाद तो सर मेरा इंटरव्यू लीजिएगा और मेरा रिक्रूटमेंट करिएगा. पहले आप ये ठीक कर लो.
Sir, one thing I have a one question
Yes,
another. So
sure.
what is a financial modeling, sir? Everyone right now, every investment bank are told like financial modeling, financial. What is that, sir?
Okay, so that is a gimmick word, financial modeling. What happens? There are some statistical measures which we use in Excel, right? There are, if I have to break Excel, there is 12 different tangents. 12 tangent होता है Excel में. Arithmetic functions अलग होता है, न्यूमेरिक functions अलग होता है, statistical functions अलग होता है. For example, sum if आप लोग सुने हो, each and every person I know, you have learned, heard the function known as sum if, right? Right? Any answer,
Sir.
guys?
Yes,
सम
sir.
इफ पता
Yes,
है
sir.
अभिजीत? व्हाट इज सम इफ? किसके अंदर में जाता है? कौन सा टाइप का फंक्शन के अंदर में? कैन यू डू यू नो? इज इट अ न्यूमेरिक फंक्शन और इज
Sir,
इट अ स्टैटिस्टिकल फंक्शन? और इससे अरिथमेटिक फंक्शन है या
numeric, sir.
मतलब अरिथमेटिक? ये गलत है. सम इफ इज अ स्टैटिस्टिकल फंक्शन. इट डजंट कम्स इनटू अरिथमेटिक पार्ट. लॉजिक जहां पे आपको हाँ या ना बोलना पड़ेगा वो स्टैटिस्टिक्स बोलता है. सो ऑल योर हाँ एंड ना बाइनरी का आंसर सब स्टैटिस्टिक का पार्ट है. ये सब कोई भी आपका अरिथमेटिक के अंदर आएगा ही नहीं. इवन दो इट इज सेइंग सम बराबर करके लिखा हुआ है, बट इट विल बी कमिंग इनटू स्टैटिस्टिक्स. दिस इज अ डिफरेंशिएटिंग फैक्टर. सो सम जब आपका दिमाग अरिथमेटिक बोल रहा है तब आपका दिमाग एक वे में चलता है, उसका इंपॉर्टेंस डिफरेंट है. बट कभी भी मेरा ब्रेन को अगर हम में स्टैटिस्टिक्स बता रहा हूं ना, मेरा ब्रेन पहले से ही काम करता है, भैया अभी बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आने वाला है. So in the same way, sum if it's a big problem, it's not a simple formula to use. Sum if can do wonders with different dynamic arrays. Wonders. You can't even think sum if का power कितना है. Okay, I'm giving one best example. Just give me 1 second. Just 1 second, I'm showing. Okay, see this. This is the capstone project which my batch second has completed. Read the question out of it. आपका क्वेश्चन phase 1 डेटा मॉडलिंग आ गया. ये कैप्स्टोन था वो लोग का. They have done this project and they have completed it. Data modeling 20%, formula logic 20%, analytical depth 20%, dashboard 20%, business insight 20%. ये होता है एक प्रोजेक्ट का ब्रेकडाउन. These are not my questions. These are my mandatory questions which that person has to answer. जो प्रोजेक्ट करेगा उसको ये क्वेश्चन करना पड़ेगा. और आप लोग को पैसा इसके लिए नहीं मिलता है, आपको पैसा इसके लिए मिलेगा. देखो, I have written. So ये भी हमें सिखा ज्ञान हब में सिखाया जाता है हाउ टू राइट दोस टाइप ऑफ डिफरेंट इनसाइट्स. इसके लिए पैसा मिलता है. फॉर्मूला लगाने से यू वोंट बी गेटिंग मनी. यू विल बी गेटिंग मनी फॉर दिस. एनी क्वेश्चन? अभिजीत, क्लियर? तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन क्लियर हुआ है?
यस सर, यस सर.
डॉक्यूमेंटेशन के लिए पैसा मिलता है. तन्नु, एनी क्वेश्चन?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's end the session over here. Hope we will be seeing each and every person during the class time. Kalyani, if you want to address the class, you can address the class. Everything has been completed from my side.
Thank you, Shuprio. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone,